Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Allie the Mystical Fairy. I'm Melissa and I will be reading your cards today. In this video we are doing a timeless pick a card reading on how are you currently being perceived. I will have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1, I'll be using the Light Seers Tarot deck. For pile 2, I'll be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And for pile 3, I'll be using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck. So please choose whichever pile resonates with you the most. Hello pile 1, if you chose this selenite crystal, this will be your reading. Alright pile 1, let's figure out how you are currently being perceived. I hope you've been doing well pile 1. Spirit guide, ancient ancestors, please give me the most accurate messages for my pile 1s. All negative energy will be sent back to the center, and please protect my pile 1s from all negativity. Thank you. Spirit, how are my pile 1s currently being perceived at this time? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? Dang. Alright, let's see. How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? I feel like somebody doesn't want you to know. How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? Magician and Temperance. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, someone perceives you to be a witch, or someone who's very magical, someone who may do a lot of witchcraft, because I feel like you're being perceived as someone who is like, you know, someone who kind of manifest things like out of the blue. Like maybe a lot of things happen very fast for you. Okay. I also see a lot of balance within you, so I feel like you're being perceived as someone who knows how to balance light and dark. You could be an Aries here, and it reminds me of something here where they were saying how Aries who didn't evolve, like they don't really know how to balance, like, I don't know, maybe their shadow sides, because I'm an Aries as well, and sometimes Aries can be very blunt, very truthful, and sometimes maybe the things that we say can kind of like, we kind of do a little bit of self-sabotaging. You know, this could go for any sign. So maybe you know like how to balance your shadow self as well as your light self to kind of, you know, manipulate a situation to kind of for it to go your way. Okay, so I feel like that's kind of why people kind of see you as someone who is very very magical. Maybe you have a way with words, or you just know how to get what you want here. Okay, so let's see. How my pile 1s currently being perceived here? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? You could do yoga here. There's like a lot of like peace within you, okay? Like a lot of temperance energy here. How are my pile 1s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? How are my pile 1s currently being perceived? Okay, exactly, 8 of Wands, wow. Okay. I feel like you're really being perceived as someone who knows how to get what they want at a very fast pace. And I'm even getting like a certain job situation. Maybe you know how to like, maybe you know how to like impress, like if you do work for someone, if you have a boss, like maybe you know how to like impress like your boss or impress the people around you. Okay, but I feel like, I don't know, the way these cards are coming out, I feel like someone doesn't want you to know this, but this is very true about, like, if you don't know this about yourself, this is very much the truth. You may notice a lot of things start going your way, and people think that you could be like some sort of witch here, especially if you do mention like, you know, things like from the spiritual realm, from like to like other people, and you know, some people don't really understand, or you know, don't really understand certain energies. They don't really have like an open mind. Okay, so they may perceive you as someone who could be a little bit on a dark side. I'm also getting the word satanic, but that is how they perceive you. That is not true at all here. It's just like, I feel like people perceive you as this because they don't really understand like how you're able to manipulate certain situations to go your way. With the Ace of Swords on the back of the deck, I definitely feel like you are being perceived as someone who is very smart as well, very intelligent. Okay, you may be perceived as someone who knows it all as well. I'm getting that some people could be a little bit intimidated by this energy here. Let's see. How are my Power Ones currently being perceived, Spirit? Wow, the Star and the Hierophant, exactly. People also perceive you as someone who is very healing. Aquarius energy here. People will perceive you as someone who is very healing, maybe also very dreamy, imaginative here. Almost like some people may perceive you as like a fantasy, or maybe you stay in the fantasy realm. Okay, and with the Hierophant with that, I feel like people perceive you of course as someone who is magical, but I feel like they think like, you know, maybe you talk about like the higher realm a lot, or maybe you talk about God and the universe a lot, and it's like I don't know, people just don't really understand, I guess, because maybe you say like, you know, I'm gonna manifest this, or the universe is always on my side. Like maybe you say certain things like that, and I feel like people don't really understand that, but people think that you're definitely like a wishful thinker. Like you're very like, people kind of think that you're in like a dream world. Okay, but it's really not true, because the things that you actually wish for and the things that you manifest, really it comes to life. All right, I also want to say that there could be someone very infatuated and obsessed with the way, with how you are, okay, because people think that is not really normal, unfortunately. Like people may perceive you as someone who is not really like normal, or like, which who cares, because being normal is like boring. But like someone may think that this is not normal, or I feel like you can get a lot of judgments, but I feel like you're just misunderstood. Like people just don't really understand, you know, how much you're connected to source and to the divine here. But whoever I'm reading for, you're definitely so magical. We got the Magician, the Temperance, the Star, and the Hierophant. You are so divinely guided and so protected, Power One. Like, it's crazy here. Very much a magical person. And someone here who knows how to get what they want, who knows like the laws of the universe or something like that. Someone here is definitely able to get what they want here, but you're being perceived as like a witch or something, like just like, and maybe even like a little bit negative, because people don't really get you. People don't understand, okay? Like, and I'm even getting like, maybe if you fall out with someone, or maybe you like break up with someone, you may have people saying like, oh, you know, something could go bad in someone's life. They could even just be a random person. Something could go bad in someone's life, and they may be like, they may blame you and be like, yeah, it's this person doing witchcraft on me. Like, you know, they're into like all the spirituality stuff, and you know, stuff like that. Like, I'm really getting that someone may, like, people may be blaming you, but it really has nothing to do with you. But people like could be blaming you for like things going wrong in their life. Like people may be thinking like you be doing magic on them, but I feel like that's not even true. I feel like you be doing magic on yourself. Like you don't even care about other people. Like you just want everything for yourself. So it's like, I don't know, I don't get that you be doing magic on people, but I feel like that's how you're being perceived. let's see. How are my pile ones currently being perceived? Okay, we got a lot of cards. Give me one card, Spirit. How are my pile ones? Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Someone here could have like lost their job, or like, I don't know, maybe someone's going through some type of financial trouble, and I feel like someone is blaming you for that, which is freaking crazy. Like, someone is blaming you for being a loser. I mean, someone's blaming you for like y'all get what I mean. Someone's blaming you because their life isn't really going the way that they want to. Or maybe this is just someone comparing, you know, but with the Magician and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like someone thinks you did magic on their finances, or maybe some sort of job situation. I don't know, but they're blaming you because they're going through a hard time. All right. How are my pile ones currently being perceived? And yeah, we got the King of Pentacles here as well. Exactly. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe someone's like comparing their finances to you. Or maybe this is something that you could have left. I don't know, with the Eight of Cups on the back of the deck. Maybe a person or a job here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone thought that you stole the spotlight from them, or you stole some sort of opportunity and you did magic to like have it go your way while they're over here suffering. Like, I don't know. Let's see. How are my pile ones currently being perceived? Three of Wands. Okay. How are my pile ones currently being perceived? How are my pile ones currently being perceived, Spirit? We got Judgment, Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Yeah. I definitely feel like you could be, you know, getting judged by people, especially if you have like exes here as well, and like they knew you were into that, into like, you know, the occult and things like that here. Let me see. How my pile ones currently being perceived? Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. You're just being perceived as someone who is a magical being, okay, maybe even a witch here, and people be thinking that you manipulate situations, or you do witchcraft on other people to get what you want, but I don't think that that's true. I think that really the truth is that you manifest and you do magic on yourself. I don't think that you try to put it on other people or things like that. And even if you do, it's not something that's like negative or anything like that here, because I definitely feel like with the Temperance here, you have a balance. Like, I don't really see negativity here. You're just you're just source, like you're connected to source. It's not really like you're leaning more towards light, or you leaning more to, you know, the dark side. It's really just one. Okay, so I don't know, I don't really see that here at all, but this is definitely a confirmation for you that you are definitely a magical being. And honestly, you could have whatever you want, and whatever you put your mind to, like, it'll come very fast, especially with the Eight of Wands here. You are very magical, and I feel like things happen for you very fast, and you have a lot of passion here. So whatever you're passionate about, it will definitely grow. Okay, you'll definitely see results. And you're definitely like a very wishful person, and definitely, I don't know, if you're being perceived as someone who has their head in the clouds. And honestly, keep being that way, because it's too many people here that's too mundane. Like, you probably have very great conversations with people, probably a very interesting person, and it's too many people who are too much in reality. Okay. So yeah, definitely keep being you, and yeah, that is how you're being perceived, Power One. So I definitely hope you enjoyed this message. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you feel guided to. The link will be down in the description box below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, Pal 2. If you chose this amethyst crystal, this will be your reading. I hope you've been doing well, Pal 2. Let's see, how are you currently being perceived? Spirit guide, ancient ancestors, please give the most accurate messages for my Pal 2s. All negative energy will be sent back to the sender, and please protect my Pal 2s from all negativity. Thank you. All right, let's see. Spirit, how are my Pal 2s currently being perceived? Spirit, how are my Pal 2s currently being perceived? Six of Swords. How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived? How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived? The Lovers. How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my Pal 2s currently? The Queen of Wands. Okay. How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived? How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my Pal 2s currently being perceived? And the Empress. Wow. All right. Clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. The King of Cups. And clarify the Lovers, Spirit. Clarify the Lovers. Oh my gosh. Clarify the Lovers. You're being perceived as someone who gets a lot of attention, who's maybe, I'm hearing lover girl, lover boy here. You could listen to Drake here. A lot of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Leo, heavy Leo. You're being perceived as someone who gets a lot of attention, who's very much recognized. Maybe you get compliments a lot, like when you go out. Okay, maybe people compliment you on your hair. Okay, you get compliments from either gender here. You're being perceived as someone who is very strong in love. I feel like you could have left someone, left a water sign recently, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe have left someone like recently here, and maybe you've kind of been like moving into calmer waters here. But I definitely feel like, I mean, I don't know, like you could have left someone, but maybe they didn't even really do anything. Maybe y'all just weren't compatible or something like that here. I don't know what that message is, but I really feel like you're being perceived as someone who has a lot of options in love. But like, I feel like you're very like seductive, very alluring, right? But like, I don't know, maybe you like to have a lot of options here, but I feel like the options that you do, like you talk to, they don't really know. Like maybe you don't let them know, like, oh, I'm talking to this person as well. Like you kind of just keep it on the like down low. Cause I feel like you're kind of like strong. Like you don't really just fall for the okie doke. Like you're not just someone who says yes, you know, like you have to really get to know someone. They have to really prove that they, you know, are worthy of you. And I feel like you're kind of like, you're very strong. And it doesn't mean that you're not someone who doesn't fall in love, because I see that here. And when you do fall in love, I feel like it makes people even more attracted to you. Okay, I just feel like you have this magical, like, goddess, like, seductress energy. I'm also getting, I'm not really, okay, I did get the word succubus, okay, but that may be for some people here. Most people, I just feel like you're just the empress here, very, very much a queen, very much you have it on your own here, okay. But it's like when you go out, you're so noticed, okay. Everyone, like, all eyes are on you. You may be perceived as someone who is okay. I mean, like, but that's kind of how you're being perceived. I don't think that's true. You're just being perceived as someone who has a lot of lovers because of how good you look. And I guess, like, when someone looks very good, they look very sexy, you know, they kind of, you know, get perceived that way. And that's not necessarily true at all, okay. But I'm even getting like you could be perceived that way, and then you get to talking to people and they're like, they can't believe, like, this is so stupid, but they can't believe that you can actually have good conversations with them, or like you're very intellectual and very smart, okay, and you're very strong. Like, I just feel like you protect your peace, you protect your home. I'm also getting like a specific message that if you're a female here, you protect, you know, your hoo-ha, like you protect, you know, you protect yourself from a lot of energies, from a lot of negative energies, or a lot of energies who just want to get with you for that, or, you know, just, you know, bum energy. You protect yourself from that. You protect your home, you protect your body, you protect yourself from that. And you just don't fall for everyone. But however people fall for you, I don't know, like, you could like be someone, like, people do perceive you as someone who is high maintenance here. And I also feel like, you know, like, women, if you're a female here, women perceive you as someone who does get a lot of attention here. And they may even be a little bit jealous here because they may feel like you're trying to steal the spotlight from them, which is not true. Like, never, you know, listen to people or be around people who make you dim your light, because if that's just you, it's you, you know, like, you can't really help that. You're being perceived as a cat mom, cat dad here. I don't know where that comes from. Something about cats in Egypt, okay? Don't know what that message is about, but cats are very magical, and I don't know, maybe you're being perceived as someone who is very connected to your cat, okay? Let's see. Or like a cat lover, I don't know. Like, you're gonna protect your cat at all costs. And I was just talking about that, but like in another way. Let's see. How my power-tos being perceived? We got the moon here. Okay, let's see. How my power-tos currently being perceived? We got the world here. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I feel like if you're a female here, even if you're a male, you have the potential, like, your body is a portal, okay? And that's why you have to protect yourself, even if you're male here, but especially if you're a female here, you have to protect yourself, because I feel like you can honestly, like, you have the power to make people, you have the power to bring people's shadow selves out, okay? People are also, you know, perceive you as someone who is mean, because I feel like they're a little bit intimidated by you with the Queen of Wands and the moon here. You could definitely be a fire sign here, or you have fire placements, whatever it is, heavy Leo, okay? I'm also getting Taurus here for sure. But yeah, I just feel like you have so many kings, you know, wanting to like love on you, okay? Or if you're a male here, you have so many like water sign, like, well, whoever you go for, but if you have so many water sign women wanting to love you and care for you because of the energy. Like, if you're a male here, you're like freaking, like, you're cool as fuck. Like, I don't know, like, you're very laid back, you know, you're not like, you know, you don't put like pressure on the people, like you're just yourself, you're real cool. And I feel like that attracts a lot of females here. You're real cool, real loving as well. You have a way with words, okay? And I feel like you attract a lot of women to you, okay? But yeah, I feel like there could be people who are afraid of you as well. You could be tall here, tall male, tall female here. It's something about you. You're being perceived as someone who is very demanding, who basically knows what they want. Let's see. Give me a couple more cards. How are my pile twos currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my pile twos currently being perceived? Eight of Pentacles, exactly. Working on your craft, independence. Like, you're being perceived as someone who just has it all. Like, you're a businessman, businesswoman, entrepreneur, or you're working towards that. You've been working on yourself, getting yourself right, okay? And I just want to say, if you have been doing this, it's been making you so much more powerful. Like, you spending time with yourself, like you're literally attracting so many energies around you. Like, people want to know you, people want to know about you, people want to be in your world, okay? With the World card here. But everything is up to you. You make the decision. You have control. How to. You have control whether you want something or not. It's up to you. And I really want you to stand in that energy. Like, anything that happens, you know, it's up to you. Whether, you know, that's relationships with people, situations, job situations, you know, it's up to you. You have control, you know, over what you want. All right, give me one more card. How are my pile twos being perceived? How are my pile twos currently being perceived, Spirit? And the Emperor, yes. Oh my gosh. Not the Emperor and the Empress. Aries energy here. And the Ace of Pentacles on the back of the deck. What a great way to end this read. Very amazing cards here. I would not be surprised if you're just a magnet for people. And what did I say? I said you're in control, and the Emperor comes right out. Yeah, pile two. Okay, you're in control, honey. Whoever you are, you're in control of your own life. Okay, and I want you to know that, like, you have the choice of, you know, if someone's not doing something for you, or you figure like a job isn't working out for you, you can easily demand what you want. If not, then you leave. And I really feel like, you know, and whatever this is, once you leave and you know, you focus and you do for yourself, like, it's gonna end up being so much more magical for you, okay? You're gonna receive so many more opportunities, okay? But yeah, you're being perceived as someone who's very seductive, very much. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy, but definitely I'm getting, you know, masculine energy here as well. And like I said, if you're a male here, like, you attract a lot of women or whoever you go for, to you, because you're really cool, very much laid back here. And I also feel like you're very much laid back here as a female too. And I don't know, people would, like, you know, sometimes they get intimidated or jealous of people who know what they want, and especially someone who attracts a lot of attention. You know, if you attract a lot of attention to you, you definitely may you know, be perceived a certain way. But I know that that is not true, especially with the cards here. That is definitely not true here. But yeah, pile two, Thank you so much for watching. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel guided, definitely check out my Patreon. The link will be down in the description box below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, Pal 3. If you chose this crystal, y'all, I forgot the name of this crystal. And someone commented the name of this crystal in like a reading that I posted a while ago, but I forgot the name of it. So if you guys know the name of this crystal, definitely let me know down in the comments below. But if you chose this crystal, this will be your reading. All right, Pal 3, I hope you've been doing well. Let's figure out how are you currently being perceived, all right? Spirit guide, ancient ancestors, please give me the most accurate messages for my Pal 3s. All negative energy will be sent back to the sender, and please protect my Pal 3s from all negativity. Thank you. Let's see. Spirit, how are my Pal 3s currently being perceived? Y'all, this is my favorite deck. If you guys didn't know, y'all, my first deck, I'm going to show you guys. My first deck was the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. But I believe this was my second deck, the Radiant Wild Spirit Tarot. And like, I had just been using it so much ever since, like, since I bought it. And like, the cards are so like worn. But like, I really feel like a spiritual connection to this deck just because like, I've done so many readings on it. It's been with me for so long. So I definitely love this deck, okay? I just have to get that out there. This deck always tells me the truth. So I love it, I love it. Let's see. Spirit, how are my Pal 3s currently being perceived? How are my Pal 3s currently being perceived? How are my Pal 3s currently being perceived? The World and the King of Swords. Okay. How are my Pal 3s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my Pal 3s currently being perceived? Give me one card. How are my Pal... The Hermit. Okay. How are my Pal 3s currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my Pal 3s currently being perceived? 3 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. All right. You could be perceived as someone who is a little bit uptight at the moment. This is perception. This is not me telling you that this is the truth. But people feel like you're a little bit uptight at the moment and a little bit reserved. Maybe someone wants, maybe there's like some people who wants to know something about you and maybe you're just not telling them, or you maybe just keep to yourself. Like, I feel like you put some distance between someone. Okay, this could have even been maybe a mother here. Like, maybe you put distance between you and a mother here. If not, I feel like if that's not your situation, I feel like you put distance like between you and certain people because maybe like they kind of took your kindness for granted. But yeah, maybe like people perceive you to be soft at one point and now they perceive you to be uptight because you're just done with, like, you know, being walked all over. Now you're being perceived as someone who is quiet, reserved. I'm getting like heavy Virgo energy, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. And you just seem very, you may just have very strong boundaries at the moment. And I feel like it's because you're starting a new cycle here. You're starting a new, you're getting a new start here at something. Like you're trying to start something over is what I feel like. And now you don't want certain people involved in this new start. This could be like some sort of work with the 3 of Pentacles on the back of the deck. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Like maybe you just gave too much to people that you really was too distracted and didn't have time to do what you wanted to do. And then the fact that you gave to these people, they didn't even like, you know, they were a bunch of distractions or something like that. Like they didn't even help you. Like they didn't offer any type of value to your life. So now you're just like, I'm just done. Like, I don't know, you're just like, I just feel like you're keeping to yourself. So some people feel like they feel a little bit left out, like you're keeping to yourself, that you're uptight at the moment. Like I'm getting someone is saying like, I don't know what he or what her or his problem is. Like someone's asking that, like what's her problem? What's his problem? Like, yeah. Don't know what that's about. Let's see. Alright. How are my pile threes currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my pile threes? Yeah. Okay, 7 of Pentacles here. How are my pile threes currently being perceived, Spirit? How are my pile threes currently being perceived? 3 of Pentacles came right out. How are my pile threes currently being perceived, Spirit? 8 of Cups, yeah. And the Hangman, yeah. You definitely like left a certain situation. And we got Justice here, yeah. Oh, I feel like you've been hurt in the past, and now like people perceive you as soft, and now they just perceive you as someone who's kind of mean and stuck up, or just quiet and reserved, and like, you know, especially if you are Black here, people, I feel like people kind of put, you know, more negativity onto, you know, someone who is a person of color, like being reserved and quiet, unfortunately, especially if you're a Black woman here. You know, that's just my opinion. I feel like if you're a Black woman here, you definitely get a lot of like, you know, you probably get like people probably like test you or try to get under your skin just because you're reserved and quiet. And I used to be very quiet too, and you know, very like reserved in certain situations, and like I feel like people would just try to like test you, like, you know, but I feel like you're just kind of like, you know, especially if this is family too, like I said, I did get a mother here that maybe you distance yourself away from. Like there's someone here that someone in their family, someone pile 3, I feel like there's someone in your family who kind of like, oh, I'm definitely getting like a mother, like, you know, kind of compares themselves to you, and you know, just kind of like maybe even wish bad on you, like maybe who's like just very negative, not really appreciative of what you do, you know. Maybe this person just doesn't believe in you, or maybe this person is just jealous, okay? But like I said, if this is not your situation, I just feel like you've just been walked over like so many times. And as soon as you started like to leave and invest in yourself and invest in this new start, people just kind of perceive you as like, you know, I guess they just thought they were going to be able to walk over you forever, right? But anyways, justice have been served. So Libra energy and the 6 of Swords, things are going to be getting a lot better for you. You're going to be moving into calmer waters, and karma will be served to these people who have wronged you, who has been wishing bad on you, and you're very much protected, okay? You're protected from all negativity, pile 3. And yeah, so I definitely feel like, you know, even if this was a situation where people like were, you know, wanting money from you, like they're still like wanting you to give them money or something like that here, they perceive you as being stuck up now and selfish because you put like a very stern boundary on that. Like I feel like you're finally standing up for yourself. Maybe 2024, like this year or any year, you know, whenever you see this video, this like you're finally in this era where you're standing up for yourself, and people just don't know how to take it. But I'm telling you, like, because I've been in this situation before, pile 3. Once you start doing it and you continue to do it, people now know who you are, okay? And even like the new, like you will be meeting new people as well that'll, you know, already perceive you and just know who you are, right? Because usually when this happens, like, we have to kind of let go of the people who has a certain perception of us from the past, because, you know, they don't really, especially if they're not really someone who accepts change, they're not going to really evolve with us. They're not going to understand our change. They're not going to understand who we are. They're just basically just going to continue to shit talk, because they don't understand and they're not really accepting of change, and they want to continue to be with a certain version of you. But once you start standing up for yourself, there's no going back, okay? As long as you're moving forward, people are going to start knowing who you are, and people are going to respect you a lot more. And it's definitely a process. Like, if you're resonating with this and you feel like you're just now kind of like, you know, standing up for yourself, and you're just now putting more energy into yourself, it's definitely going to get better, because, you know, like, you're going to be like, people are going to have a new perception of you. And the more, like, when you meet new people as well, people are going to only know you as who you are in the present moment, who you are currently. So people are going to know this new perception of you. People are going to understand how you are, and you're not going to, like, feel so lost. And I'm not saying that you feel lost, because I don't really get that here, but, you know, people aren't going to be so confused about, you know, like, what's going on, because people are going to know you as who you are now. I just feel like basically these past people, you kind of just gave, like, your past energy was just you giving more to others than you were giving to yourself. And I feel like people just perceived you as someone who they could just run over, you know, they could just, you know, they could be around you, and, you know, they could get like a free ride, or, you know, like something like that here. And now it's just like you putting up boundaries, you having this new start, this new mentality now, that you are going to start investing more time into yourself and your own goals and your own aspirations. You putting boundaries up, and you being quiet about your next moves, and you putting distance from these horrible people. I mean, I'm sorry, that came out. I did not mean to say horrible, but these negative people. You know, like, oh man, Pal 3, where was I going with this? I hate when this happens to me. You're basically, you know, you're in a whole new era for yourself, right? You're shedding your past self, and it's only going to get better from here. It really is. And there's a lot of karmic justice that is going to be taking place, okay? And I don't know, I just feel like with you not being in these people's lives, and with you leaving, I mean, and they were just taken from you, I mean, what do they have now? Especially if, I'm definitely getting like a mother. This could even be a father figure here, okay? Father figure here, okay? Maybe they perceive you as someone who is just going to listen to them all the time, and, you know, not have a backbone, okay? Maybe people perceive you as someone who wasn't going to fight back, but now they perceive you as someone who's like mean, but it's just like, this, you're not even mean. Like, I just, like, you just cut people off. You're not even the definition of mean, but I guess because, you know, people perceive you one way, and I feel like they want to keep that version of you forever. You know, they don't really know how to accept the new you. But yeah, you're doing a good job. Especially don't tell nobody about your plans anymore, and especially if these are parental figures, don't tell nobody. Don't tell these people about your plans. Like, keep moving on, keep putting distance. You are going to get wiser. The Hangman, you're going to get wiser. It's only going to get better, because now you've established a way, and now you establish a boundary, so that people know how to come correct with you, and so that people know how to treat you, okay? So yes, Pal 3, that is what I get for you. Let me know if this resonates with you, all right? Take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you feel guided to. The link will be down in the description box below. I really enjoyed doing this reading for all the pals. This was a really good reading. Okay, one of my favorites so far. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.